It took two of them to loosen poor old Ursula's crazy clutch from about her young master. Then, amid roars of laughter, they dragged her away, screaming and scratching and striking with her fists. They drew back Otto's arms behind his back and wrapped them round and round with a bowstring. Then they pushed and hustled and thrust him forth from the room and along the passageway, now bright with the flames that roared and crackled without. Down the steep stairway they drove him, where thrice he stumbled and fell amid roars of laughter. At last they were out into the open air of the courtyard. Here was a terrible sight. But Otto saw nothing of it. His blue eyes were gazing far away, and his lips moved softly with the prayer that the good monks of St. Michaelsburg had taught him, for he thought that they meant to slay him. All around the courtyard the flames roared and snapped and crackled. 4 or 5 figures lay scattered here and there, silent in all the glare and uproar. The heat was so intense that they were soon forced back into the shelter of the great gateway, where the women captives, under the guard of 3 or 4 of the Drachenhausen men, were crowded together in dumb, bewildered terror. Only one man was to be seen among the captives, poor old half-blind Master Rudolph, the steward, who crouched tremblingly among the women. They had set the blaze to Melchior's tower, and now below it was a seething furnace. Above, the smoke rolled in black clouds from the windows, but still the alarm bell sounded through all the blazing smoke. Higher and higher the flames rose. A trickle of fire ran along the frame buildings hanging aloft in the air. A clear flame burst out at the peak of the roof, but still the bell rang forth its clamorous clangor. Presently those who watched below saw the cluster of buildings bend and sink and sway. There was a crash and roar. A cloud of sparks flew up, as though to the very heavens themselves, and the bell of Melchior's tower was stilled forever. A great shout arose from the watching, upturned faces. "Forward!" cried Baron Henry. And out from the gateway they swept, and across the drawbridge, leaving Drachenhausen behind them, a flaming furnace, blazing against the grey of the early dawning. End of chapter 7.